What if the only difference between people who stay down and people who rise again isn't strength or luck, but the simple decision to get up one more time than they fall? Right now, someone reading this is at rock bottom. You've lost your job, your relationship ended, your business failed, your health declined. You feel defeated, humiliated, and convinced that you'll never recover. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. Rock bottom isn't your end, it's your reset. And the ability to force yourself to rise again isn't about motivation or inspiration. It's about understanding the psychology of resilience and applying it when everything inside you screams to quit. The human brain is wired for survival, but it's also wired to avoid pain. When you experience failure or loss, your brain releases stress hormones that trigger what psychologists call learned helplessness. This is when repeated setbacks condition you to believe that nothing you do matters, so you stop trying. You tell yourself that getting up will only lead to falling again, so why bother? This mental trap keeps more people defeated than any external obstacle ever could. Research in neuroscience reveals something powerful. The brain doesn't distinguish between physical pain and emotional pain. When you experience rejection, failure, or loss, the same neural pathways activate as when you experience physical injury. Your brain is literally telling you that you're hurt and need to protect yourself. This is why staying down feels safer than getting back up. Your nervous system believes it's keeping you alive by avoiding further damage. But here's what changes everything. Resilience isn't a personality trait you're born with. It's a skill you develop through repetition. Studies show that people who rise again after failure share a common pattern. They reframe setbacks as temporary rather than permanent. They view failure as feedback, not identity. They focus on what they can control rather than what they can't. And most importantly, they take action even when they don't feel ready. The act of moving forward, even in small steps, rewires the brain and rebuilds confidence. This is how you force yourself to rise when every part of you wants to quit. Let's talk about real-life application. Imagine you just got fired from a job you held for 10 years. The immediate reaction is shock, then shame, then fear about bills and the future. Your brain floods with catastrophic thoughts. You'll never find another job. You're too old. You're not skilled enough. Everyone will judge you. These thoughts feel true, but they're not facts. They're fear responses. The first step to rising again is separating emotion from reality. Yes, losing your job is painful. Yes, it creates financial stress. But it doesn't mean you're unemployable or worthless. It means one chapter ended, and you now have the opportunity to write the next one. Forcing yourself to rise means taking the smallest possible action the very next day. Update your resume, reach out to one contact, apply for one job. It doesn't matter if you don't feel confident or ready. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates belief.
Consider another scenario. Your business failed, and you're buried in debt. The temptation is to see yourself as a failure, to believe you're not cut out for entrepreneurship. But research on successful entrepreneurs reveals a striking pattern. Most of them failed multiple times before succeeding. The average millionaire has been bankrupt at least 3 times. What separates those who eventually succeed from those who quit isn't talent, it's persistence. They analyzed what went wrong, adjusted their approach, and tried again. Forcing yourself to rise after business failure means acknowledging the mistakes without letting them define you. It means seeking mentorship, learning new skills, and giving yourself permission to start smaller and smarter. The debt is real, and it will take time to recover, but recovery is possible when you commit to incremental progress rather than waiting for one big breakthrough. Or think about personal loss. A relationship ends, and you feel like you'll never love or be loved again. The pain is real, but the belief that you're permanently broken is not. Psychologists have found that humans are remarkably adaptable. People who experience profound loss, whether through breakup, death, or betrayal, often report that they eventually grow stronger and more self-aware because of it. The process of rising again after heartbreak involves feeling the pain without numbing it, rebuilding your sense of self outside the relationship, and gradually opening yourself to new possibilities. It's not about moving on quickly. It's about moving through the grief with intention. Forcing yourself to rise means showing up for your own healing, even when it's uncomfortable. It means going to therapy. It means reconnecting with friends. It means rediscovering hobbies and interests you neglected. It means proving to yourself that you can be whole on your own. The science is clear. Resilience is built through struggle, not despite it. Every time you force yourself to rise, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with perseverance. You teach your brain that setbacks are survivable and that you are capable of recovery. This doesn't mean the pain disappears. It means you learn to carry it while still moving forward. So, if you're down right now, here's what you need to do. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Just take one small action today. Send one email, make one phone call, take one walk, write one page. The size of the action doesn't matter. What matters is that you move. Because rising again isn't about a single heroic moment. It's about 1,000 small decisions to not give up. And every time you make that decision, you become a little bit stronger. So force yourself. Get up. Rise again. Your comeback starts now.